Hello there and welcome to this episode of Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Reiser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill. I'm Alan Waddell and joined as always by the head baseball coach of your Southeastern Lions, Coach Matt Reiser. And Coach, another productive week for your club. You played 5 games, you went 4-1, had an astronomical offensive week for your club. 73 runs in 5 games. You go 4-1.
Yeah, you know, unfortunately in that streak, we lost the streak, so to speak, the 14-game winning streak we had going. But again, just proud of the way the guys responded. I thought we played well for most of the week, and obviously that showed in the offensive side of things. I thought we pitched it really well as well.
Yep. Well, we're going to take a look at many things in this one, all the highlights from the week, but a couple of big things to point out. You mentioned it. Your club got as long as 14-game winning streak. That's a school record. We had a 13-game winning streak in the Southland Conference. That's a conference record. And right now, Jamison Fisher is leading the nation in batting average at .521 and on-base percentage. So some good things going on around the program.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, if there's a hotter hitter in college baseball, I'd really like to see it because that young man's been very special so far, but it hadn't been selfish. I mean, he's taking his walks. He's having productive outs when they do finally pitch to him, and he's getting the big hits in big moments on tough pitches to hit.
All right, let's take a look at the first game of the week as the Southern Jaguars came to the Pat. Here's the highlights. Here's Tuesday night against Southern. Carlo Graffio, freshman on the mound, getting his first collegiate start against Southern. And
first one off the bat. I tell you what, you talk about getting a freshman introduced fast.
Baptism by fire.
That's it. That's exactly it. You know, we got Carlo's going to be a good arm in our program, and we project him to be a starter, working on weekend rotation like Max Carlo has, and. So he got his first collegiate start, and boy, he got introduced there fast. But I tell you what he did. He did a fantastic job coming right back here. He gets second and third, nobody out. He's already given up the solo shot, and he goes punch out, punch out, punch out. 3 punch outs here in a row to really swing that momentum our way, which was absolutely huge for him to settle in.
No doubt Southern on the road had a chance to get off to a really good start against your club, build a few-run lead, but did a nice job minimizing the damage. Yeah,
you couldn't be more proud of that young man, the way he handled that moment, and really kind of settled in after that. Really only made 2 mistakes the entire day, and allowed our offense to go right back to work.
And it certainly would be a good day offensively for your club.
Here you go with Brennan Bro, does a good job. You know, this week we scored a lot of runs, but I thought we put a lot of pressure on some defenses. As you see Brennan Bro there, you got to run second base, nobody out. All he tried to do is get the guy over. Lo and behold, hits a little dribble out in front, ends up getting the single in the air on it, and we score a run. And Kim Menard gets to start at third base this night. Big time a heads-up play here. He does a good job of fielding the bunt, retreats back to his position. Jameson Fisher heads up, throws him out there at third base for the double play, and really built some momentum here for our club.
Nice play there defensively.
Julian Service leading things off there with the walk. You know, again, you talk about in the week, if you look at the walk numbers, we had more walks and strikeouts in 5 games, and that's hard to do. Sometimes you might do it individually in 1 game, but do that in 5 games in a row. I really thought we did a fantastic job of dominating the zone and also run the base as well there, as you can see.
Seward with a sacrifice fly there, gets another run in, a productive out for Jacob Seward.
And a good job there by Carson Kreitz tagging up, and then good old hot Jamison Fisher.
He's locked in.
He really is, and again, you know, a lot of clubs don't give him a whole lot to hit, but when he does get a chance to hit, man, he absolutely barrels the ball up. And even though he gets out there again, he's got the sac fly with a productive out. Allows this defense to go right back to work. Carlo Graffio goes right back out there. He pounds the zone, does a good job getting the pop up. Brennan Bro does a good job getting the ground ball there, and we turn a 6-4-3 double play to get out the inning.
Another big strikeout there, nice breaking ball.
It was good to see with Carlo, you know, the first couple outings he's had so far, the breaking ball has been a little hit and miss, and you saw that breaking ball there on the strikeout. Did a fantastic job of locating, and you know, a big part of the reason why the offense is going, when they pitch around Fisher like they did here in this situation, it brings up Daniel Midget, who splits the gap there with a 2-run double. You know, when you go 3-4-5 with Fisher, Midget, and Bobo, that's pretty much of a gauntlet, so to speak, and they did a fantastic job really all night of having productive at-bats. As you see here, we get the sac fly to left field. Again, we talked about the productivity of all the outs we had. It was a big part of the reason why we scored so many runs in the week.
Matt, big victory against Southern, 18-2. Offensively was outstanding. Also, Carlo Graffia with the win on the mound.
Yeah, proud of the young man. He got his first collegiate start and went out and got popped in the mouth right away, as you saw there on the highlights. Gave up the home run, but did a fantastic job of really settling in. Could have got a lot worse in that first inning, but showed some maturity. And I think that's been the important part so far about this club. Whether it's been a senior or whether it's been a freshman, they've done a good job of responding to some tough situations, and I thought Carlo did there on Tuesday. All
right, let's go ahead and get to a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the highlights from the rest of the week right here on Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Riser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill.
Welcome to Buddy's Bar and Grill, located at 1236 South Morrison Boulevard in Hammond. Buddy's is home to great steaks, fresh seafood, and friendly service. Buddy's has been voted the best steakhouse and best restaurant in Tangipahoa Parish. With over 2,500 square feet and 3 large dining rooms, Buddy's can accommodate any party. Buddy's goal has always been to wow customers with their food and prices. Owner Scott Henderson and his family have always believed in giving customers good deals for their hard-earned money. Stop by Buddy's Bar and Grill for dinner and a drink. For more information on Buddy's, please visit buddyshammond.com.
This is the time. This is Ford Truck Month.
Let me hear you say truck. Yeah, let's crank it on up. Yeah.
Ford F-Series is America's best-selling truck, and with over 25 million sold in the past 39 years, no wonder it's the #1 choice in the hardest-working industries out there. This is the place. This is Ford Truck Month. Now get 0% financing for 60 months plus $2,000 cash back on F-150.
Truck, yeah!
Welcome back to Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Riser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill. The Lions will look to go to 2-0 on the week as they welcome in Alcorn State. Here's the highlights. Here's Wednesday against Alcorn State. They come to town and had to move the game up because of weather. And once again, your offense would just kind of pick up from where it left off the night before. But Pat Cashman, he was good early.
Yeah, the real story is Pat Cashman. We had to bring him back. He had a couple weeks there. We had some tricep tendonitis and missed a couple starts. So we wanted to get him back this week. Was fully healthy and really back to his normal self. He was 91 to 94 and had his slider and his changeup going as well. And like you said, we had the offense going. Jameson Fisher, when it's going right, it's going right. There's not a whole lot of balls he doesn't barrel up, but this is one he doesn't, and he actually beats it out for infield single, and then we go right back to work. We get some balls here in the first inning to fall, and I thought we ran the bases extremely well to put some pressure on that defense and score some of these runs here early. Well, Bobo hits one just in the right spot there in the 4-hole, and we score the guy from third base. Again, even if he does make the play, it's a productive out by scoring that run. And again, the whole first inning, you can see a whole lot of balls not hit very well, but we did a good job of, I guess, maybe putting it in the right place. And anytime you get the speed like Service does, beats the ball out down the first base line, and then Carson Crates comes up and finally does put a barrel on one, splits the gap there, and scores a couple runs.
Nice to get off to a big lead early on for your club, and here's an absolute bomb to left field.
Evan,
man's first career home run.
Yeah, Evan Pace gets in the action. It was good to see our club all week. When we got a lead, we didn't let up. This day we ended up scoring, obviously, 21 runs. This makes it 18-0 here in the fourth inning. But four guys that didn't start, 4 guys came off the bench and all hit home runs. That was his first collegiate hit. It was actually a grand slam for Evan Pace there. And then we go back to back to back with 3 solo shots. The guys off the bench to make it 21-0 here later in the ball game. And here's one of them, your hometown favorite, Ryan Byers. Knew he got it. You could tell with the bat flip there. That was the second home run we got. He rounds the bases there. It's good to see Ryan Byers going again.
Sometimes it's just one of those nights where you're kind of hitting everything hard, and this was one of those days for your club.
He gets a big league treatment. And then Drew Avens, tell you what, this is one of the hardest hit balls I've seen in a long time at our ballpark. Shows off the opposite field power there, going oppo gap, and really would set a tone for both these young men for the week. Drew Avens would have a nice day on Saturday. Obviously, Ryan Byers' day we'll see here in a little bit. His day he had on Sunday. Both of those young men swung the bat extremely well this week.
Matt, a game that was moved up because of weather. Offensively, you just continued what you did on Tuesday night. At one point, back-to-back-to-back home runs. Offensively, just got it done in this one.
Yeah, again, it was kind of the story of the week. We did a good job of finishing our opponent, and we did that obviously on Wednesday. You know, the 4 home runs we hit were all guys off the bench, and they just kept pounding away. And you know, when they do that and they keep playing, you know, not necessarily according to the score or according to the opponent, it makes this job a lot easier and a lot more enjoyable.
It's kind of funny when the underlying story is a shutout by your pitching staff, but Lions win this one 21-0 and move their winning streak to 14 games in a row. Matt, that would come to an end on Friday night. Nicholls State would come into your ballpark. Kind of a crazy game, got pushed back due to weather, some uncharacteristic errors by your club, and it comes down to the wire, but you lose by 1.
Yeah, you know, we've been fantastic defensively through this stretch. The streak of 14 games, I don't think we've made 7 errors in the entire stretch of the 14 games, and unfortunately Friday night we made 7 errors in one ball game, but still after making 7 errors, we hit into a triple play. We're 1 inch away there on Fisher's ball, the bases loaded to win the ball game there in the bottom of the 8th. After all that's said and done, you still lose by 1 run. That was kind of my message to the guys. Hey, learn from your mistakes. Understand it took all of that to beat you guys. Go play our normal ball game and watch what happens the rest of the weekend, and I think we'll see that here in the highlights to come.
Lions would look to to start a new streak on Saturday down in Thibodaux. Here's the highlights. Here's Saturday at Nicholls State, and it was just kind of the theme of the whole weekend is offense for your club, and here you go, getting it started early.
Yeah, you know, really thought we did a good job here. You know, Friday night we dropped a tough one, made 7 errors, hit into a triple play, and we still only lost by 1 run. And come right back out the chute. Thibodaux's not an easy place to play. They're a good club, especially at their ballpark. But again, we talk about the productive at bats. We get the base knock up there in the middle of the score run. We get the sac fly there, and Max Scroller really, you know, besides 1 pitch, pitched extremely well. He had 1 pitch he left up at their 9-hole that they finally hit their first home run of the season. But we did a good job of just keeping the pressure on the entire ball game. As you see Brennan Bro go there backside, load up the bags here, and really never really gave him a chance to get into it. You know, anytime Brennan Bro gets a knock, you know, now the bases are loaded for Jameson Fisher. You can't walk the young man.
Nope.
Might be a better option to give up 1 instead of 2 or 3 or 4, but they pitch to him. He does a good job. He beats the shift. You know, that's where a young man's so special. They think they can play a shift to the pull side, and he goes backside on them. And then again, we talk about that gauntlet. You know, you go Fisher, mid-jet, Bobo. Bobo absolutely pounds the triple here off the right center field wall, and kind of keeps this thing going as we explode there for 5 runs in the 6th inning to make it 9-2.
Just one of those weeks for your club. Put up a lot of runs offensively. It was nice to see your team bounce back Saturday after a tough loss on Friday night the way you did, especially having to go down there on the road with the split series.
Yeah, and you know, they felt confident going to their place, going to their park. Obviously up 1-0 series, really felt like they had a chance to win this series.
All right, took out some frustration on Saturday at Nicholls State as you get that streak back going. Another game-winning streak there, and then also in conference play.
Yeah, you know, good job of answering the bell. This club's done it all year long so far to this point, and that's where we've been proud of them, showing up every single day. And it was easy to hang that head after Friday night's loss. It was a tough loss. Brennan Bro obviously had a rough night on Friday night. He could have hung his head. What's he do? He comes out and he's the player of the game with 3 knocks and plays outstanding defense there on Saturday at their place. So, again, just proud of the guys. They've responded well to this point in the season, and you just got to continue to build on it.
All right, let's get to a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the highlights from the rubber match on Sunday right here on Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Riser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill.
Baseball is supported by Louisiana's First Choice Auto Auction, located in SLU's hometown, Hammond, Louisiana. Louisiana's First Choice Auto Auction is a dealer-only auction.
For more information on Louisiana First Choice Auto Auction or their upcoming charity golf tournament, please visit www.lafcaa.com or visit Louisiana First Choice Auto Auction on Facebook and Twitter.
Your eyesight is so important, and when it comes to your eye care, let the friendly staff at the Bond Roten Eye Clinic care for you. Doctors Hunter Bond and Chris Roten, along with their staff of trained doctors, are committed to providing every patient with quality care. The Bond Roten Eye Clinic has the latest medical technology and eye care to help you, the patient. With over 14 years of experience, the Bond Roten Eye Clinic has 3 locations to serve you, with offices in Denham Springs, Hammond, and Amite. So if it's a checkup, glasses, or LASIK surgery, you need to visit the Bond Roten Eye Clinic. For more information on the clinic, please visit bondroteneyeclinic.com. Welcome back to Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Riser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill. The Lions and the Colonels each split the first 2 games of the series. Let's check out the Sunday highlights for Game 3. It was an absolutely gorgeous day for baseball on Sunday. Had a big crowd on hand as the Lions looked to take the series here against Nicholls State. Dominic Carlini was on the mound, and they'd make something happen here in the first inning.
Yeah, you know, again, this is kind of how their offense went. They did a good job of putting the ball in play and playing fast, and they came out to shoot, and they did exactly that. They get the bunt down. We don't do a good job of talking there. The ball would have rolled foul. We actually try to play the ball, throw it away. They get first and third, but I thought we did a good job. They had first and third, nobody out, and we end up eliminating the situation. Dom does a good job getting the ground ball. Go probably their hottest hitter here in the 5-hole and get him to fly out to end the inning, and damage only done with 1 run there, and that's what we talk about. You got to eliminate those big innings. If you can eliminate the big innings, then you give yourself a chance to win a lot of ball games.
Matt, I thought your offense did a great job here with 2 outs in this inning, really making something happen, getting it going. As you were down 1-0, like I said, with 2 outs, and then you would get consecutive base runners on. And sometimes you catch a break. That's exactly it. You know, Friday night we couldn't catch a break. We felt like we hit a lot of balls hard right at them. They made the plays. Fortunately here we hit the pop-up. It gets lost in the sun. The ball drops. But again, you know, when you get your mistakes, you got to take advantage of them. And I think Ryan Byers just right here, going opposite field, grand slam, kind of setting the tone that we meant business. You know, yeah, we were fired up, felt good about Saturday, felt good about coming back out Sunday to win this series. And obviously, Ryan Byers set that tone here with a grand slam. Certainly so. A way to start the day there with 5 runs with 2 outs, and Byers crushes that ball to right field for the grand slam. Gets a little love that time after I hit him up after the last time, but that would be all Carlini needed. And after that first inning, you know, defensively would really settle in and play well the rest of the ball game, and he was great again once they get on the mound. Yeah, did a good job, you know, of just throwing strikes. They were up there hacking, and again, we keep extending the lead. You know, we talked about it. They're not giving Fisher a whole lot to hit, but, you know, hey, they pitched to him the second and third and 1 out. The guy gets the base knock to right field. He'll take his singles when they give him 2. You know, and that's what's making this young man special and have the year he's having, leading the country in batting average and on base percentage. And that's a big part of the reason, is because he's not trying to be selfish. He's doing what he can when he gets the opportunity to. If not, he's trusting his teammates to pick him up as well. Nice play defensively there by Carson Christ. Going back to Jamison Fisher, hitting .521. And you can see the horse race there coming down the stretch. Get a little promo fun. Another fly out there to right field. You see a lot of lazy flyouts. Dom really settled in. Like we said, they swung early. He didn't have a whole lot of strikeouts. He only had 2 strikeouts on the evening, but another hit. Yeah, again, you know, here's Jamison Fisher doing what he does. You know, they give him a chance to hit, and he'll take a single any day of the week there. Really thought we did a good job of pouring this on. You know, it's an 8-1 ball game. Again, another productive out, first and third, nobody out. Brendan Bro does a fantastic job of reading the double play there and taking home on the release of second. And Carson Kreitz kind of throws a knockout punch here. He hits one deep into left field. You can see me give a little fist pump. I was pretty fired up, but I was finishing off the ball game here and really putting that nail in the coffin. This makes it 10-1. We're going to extend here a little bit, put 5 more on the board. Thought this is where we did a good job all weekend, and all week really is, we talked about the shovel all the time. You know, bury and finish your opponent. I don't think we did, we could have done any better job of that than this on the weekend. Nice play there. Brendan Bro. Really good to see him back out there. You know, had a rough night there Friday night defensively, and obviously did a good job of not allowing it to affect him. He bounces back on the weekend. Makes some really nice plays there the rest of the weekend. Didn't get the call there, but still a nice play. And I really just proud again of the young man. You know, obviously you see him turn a double play here, a 6-3 double play. And, you know, you make 4 errors in a ball game. He hit in the triple play, and then comes back and has 3 hits on Saturday, and obviously play like you did on Sunday. And Web Bobo, I mean, what can you say? It was a laser beam. I was down the right field line at that point, and I got out in about 2 seconds. Yeah, I think he knew it when he hit it. You can see the jog, got the box. He knew he got it. So, again, this is what we talk about. Just extend that lead. Don't let up. Be ruthless. Be relentless. Matt, this one got off with a bang. Ryan Byers grand slam there in the first inning, and then you would continue to add on the blast by Carson Kreitz. Also, Web Bobo 15-2, you win this one, and Dominic Carlini stays perfect on the mound.
Yeah, you know, fantastic job of showing really what we had for the weekend. Again, bouncing back from Friday's loss, go down to Thibodeau, tough environment. They take that ball game, they carry the momentum right over into Sunday. First in there, we get one to bounce our way, and we take advantage of it. And good to see Ryan Byers back out there in the full swing of things, doing what he can do.
All right, let's take a look at the Southland Conference standings. We pop them up here. Coach, you're 11-1 on top of the conference race, but some teams right there behind you still got a lot of baseball to be played.
Exactly, and you know, it's still real early. Yeah, we're playing well, and we've had some wins here early, but there's a lot of season left. There's a lot of baseball left to be played. So right now, this club can't get content. They can't think they've accomplished anything, because at this point we haven't accomplished one thing so far. The biggest thing is this has just got to make us thirst for more. These guys have got to stay hungry, and I think that's what's made this club so successful so far, is because each win that they get, it just makes them want another one and want to get back out there in that field and compete again. And you know, if we can keep this thing rolling, obviously we're going in the right direction.
All right, Coach, we've got to get to a break. When we come back, we're going to take a look at the scout report for this weekend right here on Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Riser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill.
Welcome to Buddy's Bar and Grill, located at 1236 South Morrison Boulevard in Hammond. Buddy's is home to great steaks, fresh seafood, and friendly service. Buddy's has been voted the best steakhouse and best restaurant in Tangipahoa Parish. With over 2,500 square feet and 3 large dining rooms, Buddy's can accommodate any party. Buddy's goal has always been to wow customers with their food and prices. Owner Scott Henderson and his family have always believed in giving customers good deals for their hard-earned money. Stop by Buddy's Bar and Grill for dinner and a drink. For more information on Buddy's, please visit buddyshammond.com.
This is the time. This is Ford Truck Month.
Let me hear you say truck, yeah, let's crank it on up, yeah.
Ford F-Series is America's best-selling truck, and with over 25 million sold in the past 39 years, no wonder it's the #1 choice in the hardest-working industries out there. This is the place. This is Ford Truck Month. Now get 0% financing for 60 months plus $2,000 cash back on F-150.
Truck, yeah!
Welcome back to Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Riser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill. It's now time to take a look at our Lion profile, and this week we're going to check out senior left-handed pitcher Dominic Carlini.
The back end of Southeastern's weekend rotations anchored by Dominic Carlini. Carlini came to Southeastern by way of Northwest Mississippi Community College, and Dom settled into both that Sunday spot and Southeastern very nicely.
And Coach Zuli was talking to my parents, you know, and Coach Latham was the one really talking to me. But Coach Zuli did a fabulous job. He brought me on a visit, and I had an inter squad back at Northwest, which is 5 hours away, the next day. And so I came on a visit here, and then I show up to my inter squad, and I'm pitching, and I look in the stands, and he's right there.
Carlini's 4-0 on the season and carries a 1.25 ERA, but he knows it takes a total team effort to be in the position he's currently in.
It's definitely fun to watch our hitters do so well. You know, it's kind of frustrating sitting in the dugout for, you know, 20 minutes at a time, but hey, I'll take it. You know, we're playing great, we're hitting great. It's a lot of relief knowing I play on this team with these guys hitting.
The sport management major takes his baseball very seriously, but Dom also excels in the classroom. Carlini was named to the 2015 Southland Conference Academic Honor Roll, and he knows you've got to be good in the classroom if you want to play ball.
You know, if you want to play, you got to stay eligible, right? So you got to have the grades. Well, you know, I'm trying to take every part of life seriously, baseball seriously, athletics seriously, family seriously, friends seriously. But like I said, academics is one of those things, and it is cool to be on the honor roll.
Despite this only being Carlini's second season for the Lions, his teammates have made a lasting impression on him. Dom knows he'll carry those relationships in every phase of his life, including his upcoming wedding.
I'm getting married in November. Two of the guys on the team are staying at my wedding. You know, I'm really close to so many of these guys, and you know, I tried to make a point to get to know all the guys, and you know, try to make a relationship with these guys because, you know, I only have 2 years here. It's not like I stepped in here as a freshman and I got a whole class moving up with me.
Having thrown 7 strong innings this past Sunday, one would think Carlini would take time to enjoy the win. But later that night, Dom was already scouting his next opponent.
Well, I started thinking about him last night. I kind of looked up a little bit of stats, looked up, you know, what they have going on, how the pitchers are doing, and we'll talk about them throughout the week. But we're in the weight room tonight. That's all I'm thinking about. I'm lifting weights, but I'm thinking about the next time I pitch. Throughout the week, if I'm running, if I'm throwing, I'm worried about, or not worried about, but I'm focused on the next game.
For now, Carlini will continue to pick up the ball on Sundays, and when he's not on the mound, he'll be doing everything he can to help his fellow teammates pick up another win, even if it means just cheering from the dugout.
Matt, heading into the year, a lot was on Dominic Carlini's shoulders. He was going into that Sunday role, and so far he's been very good.
Yeah, had a kind of a back and forth year for us last year. Had some really great moments. You think of the Tulane game, you think a couple of games he came out of the bullpen, pitched extremely well. But at the end of the year, you look at the numbers. He had a 6-something ERA that obviously he wasn't pleased with, and neither were we. So we knew the potential there. Did a fantastic job going out this summer. He goes to Northwoods League in St. Cloud and does a fantastic job of getting himself prepared mentally and physically to ready to take over one of this weekend rotation. And the young man has obviously attacked it and has embraced it and has been very successful in that Sunday role and some big moments for us.
All right, Matt, your club is going to be Road Warriors this week. You're going to go first on the road up to Natchitoches and take on Northwestern State. The Demons always have a good club up there, a tough place to play. Then you're going to come home quickly and then go over to Mobile and take on a red-hot South Alabama team. So 4 very tough ones this week. Yeah,
the schedule here on out doesn't get any easier. If you look at it, I think there's 7 weekends left. I want to say 4 of the 7 weekends are against top 50 RPI opponents. So I don't think anybody can talk about our schedule anymore from that standpoint, that we have the schedule hard enough. We'll play as many top 50 RPI opponents, I think, by the end of the year as any SEC does. We're going to look at 20 to 25 games possibly in top 50 RPI. So, the thing now is to go take care of business. Nothing's changed. I know the RPI is there and some so-called tougher opponents based off of that, but the game's still the game. Northwestern does a good job of playing at their park. They play to their turf and whatnot. So, but it'll be up to our guys to keep this thing rolling. We enjoy competing. We enjoy facing the top-notch competition. We know the target's on our back and everybody's chasing us. So, and we know Northwestern coming in with that, go up there with that type of mentality. So it'll be a good job of having to jump on them on Friday night. And obviously South Al, they're dominating the Sun Belt right now. They're undefeated. We got them the first time at our place, got them pretty good, 9-2 there. Played well and played fast, and so it'll be interesting to see that ball game. Again, it should be a nice competition there at South Al Mobile.
Lions 22-7, 11-1 in the Southland Conference play, by far the best record in the state of Louisiana. That's going to do it for us. Thank you so much for joining us. For Coach Matt Riser, I'm Alan Waddell. See you next week.